Be vegan, make peace, do good deeds. Heaven Godspeed.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
The significance of the Smithfield victory is the establishment of a right to rescue precedent. Going forward, the right to rescue may be the most promising strategy for revolutionary social change for animal people. Continue watching to find out more.
Don't be a vegan, 'cause purgatory is your residence.
Intelligent viewers, Kopi Vosian means hello, which is how the Kadazan people of Malaysia greet each other in their native language. I'm Kasita. The loving Kadazan people join you in your noble efforts to promote a vegan lifestyle for all of God's children. Welcome to our program, The Impact of Veganism on the Environment, Health, Animal People, and Spirituality, Part 1 of 3. Food. Vital to all Earth's inhabitants from birth, it weaves together the major social issues facing humanity today, such as health, climate change, the fate of animal people, and even spirituality. The food we consume shapes our relationship with nature, our fellow co-inhabitants, and the entire world. As the trend toward veganism grows, the lines between health promotion, the animal people rights movement, and climate activism are becoming increasingly blurred, creating a cooperative momentum toward a more sustainable and efficient food system. Implementing a food system free of pandemic-causing conditions and animal people suffering while optimizing the Earth's limited resources is becoming more urgent with the ongoing war in Ukraine or Ukraine, the increasing frequency of natural disasters caused by extreme weather, and the recurrence of relentless COVID waves. In this three-part series, we explore the connection between veganism, environmentalism, animal people activism, health, and spirituality. We start by highlighting some of the victories achieved in recent years by courageous activists worldwide, whose heroic efforts are helping bring us closer to a new, compassionate food system and a kinder world with a vegan lifestyle. We begin with the United States.
The United States, where the world's first SOS Climate Change International Conference was held.
Veganism, the solution for climate change, was proclaimed in earnest in 2008 with the world's first North American SOS Climate Change International Conference, organized by the Supreme Master Ching Hai International Association. It took place on July 26, 2008 in California, USA, and was followed by a total of 27 climate change conferences in 13 countries in the following 2 years. The ripple effect through the participating activists, scientists, professionals, and civilians was the rapid spread of the message that veganism is the only effective solution for climate change. Over the years, next to activists, people in business became the most responsive group by producing an ever-increasing palette of animal people meat and dairy replacements to ease the transition for people who wanted to adopt the vegan diet. Between 2015 and 2019, the vegan trend became a fully fledged movement with a notable annual average market growth of global plant-based food and beverages. By 2021, all major fast food chains and grocers started offering plant-based alternatives.
California remaining strong.
In acknowledgement of animal people meat and dairy's negative impact on public health and the climate crisis, the San Francisco Board of Supervisors voted in 2020 to reduce the consumption of animal people products, with correctional facilities reducing purchases by 50% in 2024 and public hospitals reducing animal people product purchases by 15% in 2023. Berkeley, California is working to reduce overall animal people meat intake and aims to phase out animal people products completely. In 2021, the Berkeley City Council announced plans to decrease the city's intake of animal-based products by 50% and replace them with plant-based options by 2024. On January 27, 2022, the California State Assembly passed the Child Nutrition Act of 2022, or AB 558, a bill co-sponsored by the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine, a Shining Road Compassion Award laureate, to incentivize K-12 public schools across California to offer healthier, climate-friendly, plant-based meals and beverages. California is a recipient of Shining Road Leadership Awards for Environmental Protection, Compassion, Justice, and Good Governor, and a laureate of 4 Shining Road Leadership Awards for Compassion, a Shining Road Leadership Award for Protection, Shining Road Super Loving Care Leadership Award, and 2 Shining Road Leadership Awards for Loving Care.
New York City is catching up.
Since February 2022, New York City's public schools have started serving vegan meals once a week on Fridays. In addition, all 11 public hospitals in New York City began to serve plant-based meals by default in October 2022. These hospitals serve about 3 million meals for lunch and dinner each year, offering plant-based dishes for every meal. New York City is a laureate of 3 Shining Road Leadership Awards for Compassion and a Shining Road Caring Leadership Award, and a recipient of 2 Shining Road Leadership Awards for Compassion.
Smithfield victory in Utah, USA.
The most important advance for animal people activism in 2022 may be the outcome of the Smithfield trial in Utah, United States, when 2 animal people rights activists from the non-profit Direct Action Everywhere, a Shining Road Courage Compassion Award recipient, to whom Supreme Master Ching Hai Vegan has previously made a humble contribution of $20,000 to support its work, removed 2 neglected and very sick piglets, Lily and Lizzie, from a factory owned by animal people meat giant Smithfield Foods. They were charged with burglary and theft. These felonies carry a minimum of 5 years in prison each. The jury made the historic decision to acquit the 2 activists.
Supreme Master Ching Hai Vegan is deeply grateful to the most merciful, beloved God for all the financial help, comfort, and support to the afflicted and needy, and or any good cause over the years, as a humble vessel for Here's compassion and love towards Here's precious children.
The significance of the Smithfield victory is the establishment of a right to rescue precedent. This ruling should encourage corporations to be more compassionate toward the animal people in their care, increase public awareness of neglect and abuse in the animal people meat industry, and make governments and courts more receptive to cases arising from complaints of cruelty to animal people. As formulated by Mahatma Gandhi, vegetarian civil disobedience has been used for centuries to fight human oppression. Going forward, the right to rescue may be the most promising strategy for revolutionary social change for animal people.
If the world goes down, we also will go down. Be vegan now.
Caring viewers, we will pause for a short message. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television.
Russia, go home now.
Welcome back, attentive viewers. Let us now look at Europe.
Positive input from the United Kingdom.
Among a growing number of countries that have passed legislation recognizing animal people sentience, vertebrate animals are now recognized as sentient beings for the first time in UK law. The Animal Welfare Sentience Bill is to acknowledge that animal people can experience feelings including pain, joy, and fear. Thus, their feelings and welfare deserve consideration and protection. The United Kingdom is a laureate of the Shining Road Leadership for Caring Award, Shining Road Wise Leadership Award, and Shining Road Leadership Awards for protection, animal protection, and kindness. In a victory for the Plant-Based Universities or PBU campaign, the union at the University of Stirling has committed to serving only plant-based food in campus outlets and phasing out all forms of animal people products by 2025. The University of Oxford led a study released on August 8, 2022 that analyzed the environmental impact of over 57,000 different types of food commodities in terms of greenhouse gas or GHG emission, land use, water stress, and eutrophication potential. A look at this standardized data makes it easier for consumers, retailers, and policymakers to make more informed decisions on sustainable foods.
Netherlands takes a bold move.
The largest exporter of animal person meat in the European Union, the Netherlands announced a radical €25 billion plan to drastically reduce the number of animal people raised in intensive factories across the country in an attempt to meet environmental targets by 2030. The Netherlands is a recipient of 2 Shining Road Leadership Awards for Humanitarianism and a Shining Road Leadership Award for Compassion, as well as a laureate of Shining Road Leadership Awards for Animal Protection, Compassion, Earth Guardian, and Humanitarianism. The head of food and agriculture at the Worldwide Fund for Nature, or WWF, Netherlands, Natasha Ollemans, vegetarian, said,
"We export 70% of the waste, keep all the rubbish, and the gains are all for private companies. It's a system that's not sustainable and can't go on. We, the Netherlands, can be considered as a wake-up call for what happens with very intensive farming systems that don't take into account the environmental conditions they have to operate in."
Also in the Netherlands, in 2022, the city of Haarlem became the first municipality in the world to ban advertisements for certain animal people meats in public spaces.
Activism's victory in the United Nations.
Modeling out of Fossil Fuel Treaty, the Plant-Based Treaty, a grassroots landmark international campaign, was launched in 2021 to put food systems at the forefront of climate action. The initiative entered 2021 United Nations Climate Change Conference or COP26 and helped to bring the discussion of food solutions for climate change to the COP27 agenda. At COP27 in November 2022, civil activist groups brought a petition for signatories to the Climate Agreement on Food and Farming to help governments to reduce food and animal people factory-related GHG by at least 30% by 2030. The COP27 Climate Agreement on Food and Farming paved the way for the Kunming-Montreal Global Biodiversity Framework, an ambitious plan adopted at the 2022 United Nations Biodiversity Conference or COP15 held in Montreal, Canada. Under the pact, around 190 nations, except the United States and the Vatican, agreed to conserve effectively at least 30% of the world's land, inland waters, coastal areas, and oceans by 2030, with emphasis on some particular important areas. The signatory countries have also decided to reduce the risks to plants and animal people from pesticides and nutrient runoff and to collectively phase out or cut by at least $500 billion in annual government subsidies, many of which go to fishing and animal pickle factories that harm nature. It sounds like the best year-end gift. However, due to the lack of active action on the Paris Agreement, we now believe that execution is more important than a bold plan.
All information concerning the scientific evidence of climate change and its solution is in Supreme Master Ching Hai's book, From Crisis to Peace, free for download at crisistopeace.org.
Our sincere gratitude and appreciation go to all the national governments that implement laws to help reduce animal people meat consumption, as well as the highly conscientious activists who tirelessly work to make the world a better and more peaceful home for us all.
The same pots and spoons used to cook the meat will be used for the vegetables. Permissible and forbidden foods will be combined. Food like this is not acceptable to your body, your heart, or your faith. You could lose your faith by eating that food. You could develop a desire for it, and it could also make you ill. Guru Muhammad Rahim Bawa Muhyiddin, vegetarian.
Warm-hearted viewers, it has been a pleasure to have your company for today's show. Please join us again next Tuesday, March 28th for part 2 of this program. Coming up next is Encouragements of Love Part 9 of 15 on Between Master and Disciples, right after noteworthy news. With heaven's blessings, may all people choose delicious vegan alternatives for a peaceful world.
Russia, leave Ukraine or you reign now. Peace be with you too.
Be vegan, make peace, do good deeds, hell not rich.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/VEG.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule et suprememastertv.com/VEG.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule y suprememastertv.com/VEG。
番組は多言語放送です。放送予定はスプリームマスター TV.com/スケジュール、そしてスプリームマスター TV.com/VEG